Hey YouTube, today we have for you this beautiful Longines watch. Uh-oh, my wife's not going to be happy about that. Hey YouTube, welcome back to A Little Bit of Life. If you find this type of content helpful, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Today I have for you this beautiful Longines from the Elegant Collection. And no, I didn't drop the watch. I would never drop my watches. That's a lie. I've dropped one watch and I felt terrible about it. So this watch is a 28mm Longines from its Elegant Collection. And it's pretty special to me and my wife. It's actually our first luxury watch purchase from an authorized dealer. MSRP at the time was around $22.50, which I think is an excellent value for a watch from a company with such a long, rich history in horology like Longines. They were founded in 1832, and I think a lot of people either don't know that or they just don't give it the respect it deserves in the watch world. It's definitely understated, very classic and sleek look. You can see that the crystal does not have anti-reflective coating, but to me that adds to the classic look. It's not one of the modern style of watches. The winged hourglass front and center looks beautiful. It's not a busy dial at all. It just reads automatic right above the 6 o'clock indice and Swiss in very fine print underneath the 6 o'clock indice. The movement inside of this one is a Longines caliber L595, and that is a ETA based movement, and to my understanding it is based off of the 2824-2, just more compact to fit in this small piece. So that does mean that it beats at 28,800 beats per hour, which makes for a very clean sweep in a 28mm watch. So there's a few reiterations of this watch. This one was the rose gold version, even though it does almost look like yellow gold after 2 years. That would probably be my only complaint about the watch. It seems to have lost its deep rosy color and now it almost looks like yellow gold if you don't know. The watch does feature a push button deployant style clasp, and you could just see the attention to detail that they put. It does say Longines, and like once again it has the winged hourglass logo right there. It feels really well put together. I've never heard my wife have any complaints about how it fits, and it does sparkle really nicely when you have this one on. And there you can see its inner beauty. So there's no play where the spring bar connects, just a little give on the bracelet itself to fit more comfortably. It measures 28mm across the face and 14mm from lug to lug, which kind of sucks for us because we like changing watch bands out often, and it was actually pretty hard to find decent 14mm bands, but I will have a video on the ones I did find. Here's the beautiful display case back. I was jealous when she first got this one because I didn't have a display case back yet. I'll make sure to remove the bracelet and get some nice close-ups so you guys can ogle the balance spring later. Here's a close-up of the crown. You could just see the attention to detail that Longines puts into the watch. The crown says Longines in a nice curved font, and again it has the hourglass emblem. I think that's pretty impressive for a crown that's this small. Which that leads me to one of my pet peeves from this watch, and it is a tiny crown. I'm usually the one who sets the watch for my wife, and I got chubby fingers, so it takes a lot longer to do. It's really not a deal breaker at all. It's expected of a watch that's so dainty and feminine to have a small crown. I have my eye on a couple Longines for myself. I like the Legend Heritage Diver, and also some of the moon phases. I might go moon phase next. I don't have one of those, and I don't have a white watch either, so I'll be looking forward to that. So this watch does feature real 18 karat gold, but it's capped, not plated. From my understanding, a cap is like a very thin piece of gold that's overlaid or wrapped on top of the crown, the bracelet links, and the bezel, whereas plating is more of a coating that gets applied to the watch. It's more durable this way and it could be polished out. You could definitely tell that this one's been worn a lot, which is fine. That's the way watches should be. They should be enjoyed and not just kept in a safe and never used. At least that's my opinion. I wear the hell out of my watches, and I encourage my wife to do the same. So you could tell that this watch features a hacking second hand, which is important to me because I'm a nerd and I like to track my watches using atomic clock and watch accuracy app. Okay, so as we finally approach midnight, this is my second pet peeve of this watch. It takes a full hour for the date to roll over. I'm not sure if that's just a characteristic of this movement or if it needs to be serviced. You see, at about 1:10 a.m. is when it finally rolls over. I've had a lot of 2824s and those click within 5 to 10 minutes of the hour. But again, not a deal breaker, especially because I'm not the one wearing it. But sometimes I'll glance over and I'll see it stuck halfway on her wrist and it kind of bugs me. And lastly, it could be a little hard to get into the second click to activate the date function. Again, this is mostly just because of my big fat fingers, but I figured I'd mention it since it's my video. And now we made it to my favorite part of the watch, the sapphire display case back. I think this really highlights how much watch you're getting for the money. The attention to detail on the rotor, how they cut out the winged hourglass logo, the beautiful Longines font in cursive, and the caliber number right above the logo. I would honestly ask my wife to just let me see her watch sometimes, so I could look at the balance spring beating and move the rotor around, because at the time I had a Breitling Colt that does not feature a display case back. And here you could also see the reference number. It is L4310.5. I don't see them on their website currently as of 2021, but there were several different models in this series. Roman numerals, mother of pearl, even the whole diamond bezel. Obviously, I'm a fan of the brand and the price point. I think you're getting a very classic design, a lot of different designs, and they have their own character. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear a Longines. And now that I have the bracelet taken off, which is also kind of a pain to take off compared to the bigger watches, just because of the size of the spring bars, it's 14 millimeter. Compared to the 22 or 24 that I'm used to on my watches. But I'll be posting a video of the De Beers leather watch bands in 14 millimeter on this watch. Thank you for watching and please consider subscribing. Have a great day.